Alright. There it is, my old truck. Haven't driven it in a little while since I've been driving around in my new truck. But we're gonna go do a little review about the Diablo Sport tuner I got for it a little while back. Never did make a video on it. So I'll go ahead, get a cold start on this truck, and get right into it. Alrighty guys, here it is, the Diablo Sport i3 tuner. You know, for the price, this is the one I wanted to go with. It's not the cheapest, but definitely not the most expensive either. The cool thing with the Diablo Sport, the i3, this one, is it does give you the option if you want to get a custom tune made from someone like J Green or Hemi Fever. They can, you know, you can send them the information that, you know, your truck makes, and they can build you a custom tune for your truck, and you can download it off of this. So I never did do that, but it is a really cool option, and I think it's an awesome thing. It's a little cheaper than taking it and getting a custom dyno tune put on it, and I'm sure it's a lot better than just the off-the-shelf tunes that come in this. So why I got this tuner? Well, most of all because I wanted to see how much horsepower I could get out of it, how much, you know, seat of the pants feeling you can get out of it. And, you know, I'd say it's not a lot. Like, it's not a crazy amount, but you definitely feel it. Some of the things I already have done to this truck are long tube headers, cold air intake, MagnaFlow exhaust. I think that's all I've done to this truck. So I've already done some performance mods to this truck, which probably make the tune more effective than if it was just going onto a completely bone stock performance-wise truck. But still, you know, it doesn't do a whole lot. I'd say maybe, you know, from what the butt dyno's telling me, maybe 10 to 15 horsepower. You know, it's hard to tell, but it definitely drives better. You know, you definitely feel it. It also it helps your efficiency a little bit. Now, not a whole lot, but a little bit. So that's another plus. It has some cool abilities, like you can change the tire size, because I'm running 33s on this truck. They're not the factory tire size, so that'll help, you know, your speedometer to not be running a couple miles off. So that's another nice option that you get with one of these tuners. It also has a diagnostic tool. You can scan the vehicle. You know, any codes or problems that the vehicle has will pop up on this, and you can see them and even clear them. So that's another nice, you know, just a nice thing to have. So there's a lot of neat features you can get with one of these tuners. It does a lot more than just put a tune on the vehicle. But, you know, they're not cheap. I'm trying to think. I think I paid like $450, somewhere around $450 for this tuner, which it's far from the most expensive, but again, 450 bucks it's a good little chunk of money. And of course, there's different levels of tunes that this has. It has the 87 octane tune, an efficiency tune, the tow tune, and the one I'm running is the 93 octane performance tune, because that's going to be the one that you get the best results from. Now, just for anyone who has one of these, you know, they just bought one, it's a little tricky when you first try to plug it in. It's going to tell you it wants you to connect to Wi-Fi and update the tuner, because with these tuners they actually can connect to the Wi-Fi, and you don't necessarily need a computer to plug them into. But on the first time, like for me, and on the forums I was reading, a lot of other guys had this issue too. When the first time when it wants you to update this tuner, just plugging it into the truck, it won't show any Wi-Fi to connect to. Even if you have Wi-Fi, it won't show it, and it won't connect to it. You have to plug it into a computer. You don't have to do anything with the computer. You just have to plug this. It comes with a little cord that will allow you to plug it into the computer, and it'll basically turn on just like it turns on if you plug it into the truck. and then you can connect to the internet and update it. I don't know why. I talked to the tech guy from the website, the Holly website, and he explained it to me that that's a lot of times that's what you have to do. You can't, for whatever reason, you can't just plug it into the truck and have it work. Even though it's what it's supposed to do, it doesn't always do it. So if you have that problem, just plug it into your computer and try to connect it the internet while it's plugged into your computer and try to update it there, because that's what worked for me. I mean, you definitely feel a difference, I'll say that. You know, it's not the biggest gain in the world. I would be curious to feel what it's like on just a bone stock truck, because I'm sure it is better because I have headers and all the other stuff. But it does feel pretty good. Wait for all this traffic to go by, and then maybe we'll get the step on it a little bit here. Let's see. Looks like we are good. Nope, nope. One more truck coming. Oh, he's turning. Perfect. Not bad. I spun out pretty hard there. Yeah, no. It does a little bit. It definitely does a little bit. I think overall it is a worthwhile purchase. You know, just don't be expecting it to completely, you know, on all these videos and stuff, people say, you know, adds this much horsepower, that much horsepower. I don't know that it really adds all that much horsepower per se, but it definitely does improve the driving. Your shifts feel firmer. It's definitely more peppy off the line. So it definitely does help. Sounds good. Well, alright guys, there you have it. The Diablo Sport i3 tuner for the 2003 Ram 1500 with the 5.7 liter Hemi. Well, bittersweet moment. This may very well be the last, one of the last maybe, videos with this truck, the 2003. It is for sale. Might be saying goodbye to it, which is sad. It's an awesome truck. Had a lot of fun with the truck. Made some good memories with this truck. But I like my new truck a lot better. And hopefully have, you know, we're definitely gonna have more videos with this truck coming. But I didn't really even actually get to make too many videos on the channel with this truck. You know, we made a few, and there were some fun ones. But hard to be sad about it when you got a nice 2019 Ram Rebel, which drives a lot nicer than the 03. Nothing against the 03. It just cannot compete with the 2019 Rebel that's on 37s. Alright guys, well, I hope the video was informal if you're thinking about buying a tuner for your 2003 Ram 1500. So, alrighty guys, don't forget, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next video.